From uncovering hidden ancient pyramids to capturing notorious criminals in action, drones have filmed some genuinely incredible and shocking moments. Footage from these unmanned vehicles has revealed secrets that were meant to stay hidden. What's the most chilling thing ever caught on camera by a drone? Join us in this special episode as we reveal top secret discoveries never meant to be seen. The Byong Pipes. Drone footage has revealed the full extent of a mysterious structure, suggesting signs of an ancient civilization. In 1996, a research team found about 24 pipes embedded in rock formations, ranging from 1 to 50 inches in diameter. These pipes appeared to be man-made. These strange objects caught media attention, but have yet to be studied thoroughly. Theories about their origins include ancient water systems and advanced drainage mechanisms. Chemical analysis showed the pipes contained high amounts of iron oxide, silicon dioxide, and calcium oxide. Remarkably, they were estimated to be over 5,000 years old, older than the known start of iron smelting in China. Public awareness of the Byong Pipes grew in June 2002, when a Chinese newspaper article claimed the discovery could challenge our understanding of human history. Other publications sensationalized the pipes as remnants of advanced technology, sparking public fascination. While searching for dinosaur fossils near Mount Byong, American scientists found several caves with more strange objects, including 2 rusty iron pipes about 40 centimeters in diameter. One pipe seemed to stretch from the mountain's peak into the cave, while another went down from the cave's floor, suggesting they were part of an ancient system. Of the 3 caves found, 2 had collapsed, hiding their contents. Later, more pipes were discovered in the area, about 12 in total, with diameters ranging from 2 to 5 centimeters, indicating a complex network. Observers noted the pipes' intricate connections, suggesting their makers had advanced technology. These pipes were found near Lake Tosan, about 80 meters from Mount Byong, with some as thin as a toothpick. Some were embedded in the lake's bottom, while others protruded above its surface. Despite their discovery, the pipes have received little scientific attention and are rarely mentioned in academic circles. One theory is that the pipes were part of an ancient water management system, possibly linked to a pyramid-like structure. This structure is speculated to have been 50 to 60 meters tall, with triangular shafts and wells leading down its sides. This hypothetical pyramid is believed to have directed water from Lake Tosan through the intricate network of pipes. Detailed chemical analysis is essential to seriously discuss the origins of the Byong Pipes. Chinese scientist Liu Shaolin conducted one such study and found that the pipes mainly consist of iron oxides, calcium, and silicon, with about 8% of the materials unidentified. Liu's research suggests the pipes might be calcite formations or pseudomorphs, where minerals replace organic matter like wood roots over time, similar to fossilization. This theory was supported by atomic spectroscopy studies in 2003, which detected organic compounds and growth rings, indicating the pipes are natural formations, not artifacts of advanced technology. Despite these findings, the mystery deepened in 2007 when the Chinese Stimological Bureau reported significant radioactivity in some pipes, adding another layer of intrigue. If the pipes are natural formations, why would they have radioactive properties? The whole story of the Byong Pipes remains partially untold, with their exact nature and origin still awaiting further exploration and scientific inquiry. Frozen City. Drone footage reveals a stunning view of a ghost town frozen in time. The striking images from the Arctic offer a rare look at a deserted coal mining town from the Soviet era. In northwest Russia, this abandoned mining town named Vorkuta seems stuck in the past as CE has taken over homes. Snow covers buildings and elaborate icicles hang from chandeliers. Captured in March 2021, the breathtaking drone footage and photos provide both overhead and close-up views of the eerie scene. Buildings and vehicles are hidden under snow as far as the eye can see, thanks to the recent extreme cold. The city of Vorkuta was once bustling with life. Still, temperatures can drop as low as minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit during the harsh winter. Every winter, snow and ice cover what were once dining rooms, living rooms, and bedrooms in Soviet-era apartment blocks. This ghost city has a history. From the 1930s to the 1950s, prisoners were forced to mine coal there. At its height, the town had 13 active mines. One of Russia's most significant coal mine disasters happened at the Vorkuta coal mine on February 2016. A methane gas leak ignited, resulting in the deaths of 32 people. This included 26 miners who had been trapped by a similar explosion 3 days earlier that had already claimed the lives of 4 miners. F11 Burial Site. In December 2010, Australia retired its fleet of F11 planes, a vital part of the Air Force, for nearly 40 years. The Australian government decided to bury 23 of these retired aircraft in a landfill near Ipswich. This decision was meant to be kept secret, and the public was not supposed to know. However, the truth eventually came out. Australia did keep 6 of these planes, saving them at Air Force bases. 2 were kept at Amberley and Point Cook, and 1 at Edinburgh and Wagga. Additionally, the government loaned 7 more F-11s to museums and historical groups nationwide. This way, the planes could be displayed while managing hazards like asbestos. Despite these efforts to save and show part of Australia's aviation history, the burial of the remaining 23 planes remained hidden. Many aviation fans were upset by this decision. They felt it was a disrespectful end for these historic machines that had served the country for so long. The idea of such vital planes being thrown away like trash did not sit well with those who valued their legacy. Greg Gray, a former senior non-commissioned officer in the U.S. Air Force, revealed that only the fuselages were buried. At the same time, the wings, stabilizers, and tails were removed for scrap. The fuselages were made from bonded panels that used asbestos, so it was safer to bury them. Recovering the materials could have been more cost-effective and posed many hazards, necessitating a comprehensive facility and PPE. Burying them eliminated the risk of asbestos exposure. By the time they were buried, they were barely recognizable. The Pyramids of China. Drone footage has revealed something the Chinese government has tried to hide for centuries: the Pyramids of China. Just outside Xi'an in Shanxi province, hundreds of ancient pyramids, dating back thousands of years, stand. According to Chinese legends, these pyramids were built by the Tianzi emperors, or sons of heaven, who supposedly descended to earth on fiery metal dragons. The Western world remained unaware of these pyramids until 1912, when American travelers Fred Meyer Schroeder and Oscar Mammon documented them. The second sighting was even more extraordinary. In 1945, during World War II, American pilot James Gaussman was flying from China to India when he saw a massive pyramid about 300 meters high. 2 years later, Colonel Maurice Sheehan also claimed to have seen it. However, half a century later, we still need to learn more about the pyramids. The Chinese authorities have hidden these structures well for millennia. Still, now drone footage and satellite images have revealed them clearly. The Chinese Communist Party has strictly prohibited and denied access to these monuments for years, immediately refusing any Western attempts to investigate. According to the Chinese government, current technology must be advanced enough to excavate the pyramids without damaging their contents. So the true story of these ancient structures remains hidden for now. Much information was lost during early excavations in Egypt, with rushed and poor techniques greatly damaging King Tut's tomb in the 1930s. However, the Chinese government's deliberate hiding of their pyramids might be due to their strong tradition of respecting ancestors and wanting to leave royalty undisturbed. This means the pyramids might slowly disappear back into the earth with their secrets unless someone changes their mind. Some scholars argue that the Chinese Communist Party hides these structures out of fear. China has the world's largest irreligious population, and the government is officially atheist. Some believe that China's ancient history is different from what the books say and needs to be rewritten, as the Chinese pyramids were built from mud bricks, which were not supposed to have been used in the period the pyramids were formed. The techniques used to construct them still need to be discovered. To this day, the pyramids are primarily unexplored, at least by Western scholars. In 2000, Chinese officials stated there were roughly 40 pyramids around Xi'an alone. Stranded barge. During an aerial survey, drones found a barge in trouble in 2018. Heavy rain had made the Savannah River's water rise. This extra water was strong enough to push a barge and was sent out for repair work, but it was loose. The barge drifted near the Stevens Creek Dam. To do the assigned repair, the engineers lowered the water levels to 180 and 183 feet to avoid problems. But the rain was heavier than the weather forecasters predicted. A security officer was among the first to notice the barge's plight. By early afternoon, a group of employees had worked hard to secure the loose barge and ensure it was stable. The contractor responsible for the dam repairs quickly adapted to the changing situation. The barge was stuck, but it was not an immediate threat to the dam. The team stayed watchful, watching the barge day and night until the water levels went down enough to move it safely. To reduce risks, the contractor had an oil boom ready. The company also worked with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, closely watching the river flows to manage any further problems. The drones provided real-time images of the barge's condition and exact position near the dam. These pictures were crucial in coordinating the response and ensuring the barge didn't cause damage or disrupt the dam's operations. Extreme sunbather. A drone pilot in Rhode Island was trying to capture footage of a local wind turbine when he noticed something odd at the top. In the footage, the door at the top of the turbine was clearly open. This is unusual, meaning someone must have left it open after doing maintenance, or the wind blew it open. The drone pilot was curious and guided his drone closer. To his surprise, a man was sunbathing 200 feet in the air. This video was actually taken in 2015, and NBC 10 reported that the wind turbine belongs to Portsmouth Abbey School, and the sunbather is the caretaker of the turbine. Wind speeds were too low to turn the blades of the wind turbine, so Joseph Byron, a monk at the Abbey, took the chance to go to the top for some peace and quiet. He described it as beautiful up there and said you never know what's hovering around. He was surprised by the buzzing noise of the drone, thinking it was cool at first, but later wishing for some peace and quiet. The pilot moved the drone side to side to say hi, and the man waved back. Upon landing, the man saw the pilot bring the drone down, leaned over the edge, and exchanged waves. Giant sinkhole. In 1927, a local man named Joseph Nealon discovered this geographical phenomenon. Still, it got little attention outside the local town until it was rediscovered recently, thanks to a drone. The house range just to the west of this mysterious pit is known for its limestone, which quickly erodes over time. Underground water likely wore away a cave or pocket, causing the ground above to collapse and create the sinkhole we see today. Standing near the sinkhole, you can't help but feel both amazed and nervous. The barbed wire fence warns people to stay away, but the enormous size and depth of the hole draw visitors to look closer. The edges of the sinkhole are unstable and loose, so any misstep could be dangerous. Despite the risks, some thrill seekers and curious explorers have climbed over the fence to get a better view, risking their safety to peer into the dark depths. An old wooden ladder at the bottom is one of the most puzzling things about the sinkhole. Its origins are unknown, and its presence adds an extra layer of mystery to this already strange site. Did someone once try to climb into the sinkhole, or was the ladder left by earlier explorers? The answers remain a mystery, adding to the sinkhole's eerie charm. Sheep herding. Israeli drone photographer Lior Patel has captured the graceful movement of a flock of sheep from above. The footage, captivating and a bit unsettling for some, was filmed over the past 7 months as Patel followed a large herd of sheep moving from their winter pasture to their summer one. The herd, which ranges from 1,000 to 1,000 and 700 sheep, moves in a fascinating pattern. The drone video shows the sheep traveling across the Peace Valley region of Yokneam. The video is sped up, making the patterns created by the movement of the animals very clear. The sheep cover about 7 kilometers and are guided by shepherds and border collies, visible in the footage. Patel explained that he used a fixed camera position to film most of the scenes. Each shot shows 4 to 7 minutes of the sheep moving. He mentioned that the first challenge was understanding how the herd moves, spreads out while grazing, and then comes together again when leaving the pasture or crossing roads. Collapse of a bridge. An unexpected and eerie discovery was made during a significant bridge demolition and construction project. The Chain of Rocks Canal Bridge, a critical commuter link and crucial part of the transportation system, was set to be replaced. As crews began the detailed work, a drone captured a chilling sight during demolition. The Chain of Rocks Canal is an essential waterway in St. Louis, used by barges. Due to the bridge's age and rising traffic needs, the Illinois Department of Transportation replaced it with a new, more vital steel girder bridge. The new bridge, nearly 2,000 feet long and 95 feet wide, with a 500-foot navigational span, aimed to improve traffic flow for commuters and cargo. The renowned engineering firm Crawford Murphy & Tilley was chosen to oversee this massive project. The work included building the new bridge and demolishing the old one, constructing levees, building retaining walls, removing pavement, and reconstructing part of the interstate highway and interchange. This large-scale project required careful planning and coordination with many agencies, including the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and the U.S. Coast Guard. Shark stalking a prey. On an ordinary sunny day at Durban's South Beach, surfers were blissfully unaware of the nightmare happening beneath them. As they paddled into the clear blue waters, a drone hovering above captured a chilling scene from a Hollywood thriller. Sharks, the ocean's most feared predators, circled below the surfers. The drone footage was taken by Brad Misson, who had been knocked off his surfboard by a shark just the day before. Shaken but unharmed, he used his drone to scout the waters before venturing out again. The video quickly went viral, capturing the attention and horror of viewers worldwide. The surfers, engrossed in their sport, had no idea of the danger lurking below them. Despite the fearsome presence of the sharks, there were no reports of injuries or attacks that day. The surfers eventually returned to shore safely, oblivious to the drama that had unfolded beneath them. Anent Portal. Near the peaceful Lake Titicaca lies an ancient portal called Aramu Muru, also called Hayu Marka or Wilka Uta, which means City of Spirits or Gate of the Gods. For many years, this mysterious site has drawn people seeking spiritual connection and historical intrigue. Located just 20 miles from Puno in southern Peru, it takes about an hour and 10 minutes by car to reach this mystical place. Drone footage reveals that the portal is a large square structure, each side about 20 feet long, intricately carved into a unique rock formation. The surrounding landscape is stark and cold, adding to the otherworldly feel of the area. Despite its importance, Aramu Muru has yet to be extensively studied archaeologically. Hence, the origins of its sacred status still need to be discovered. Many believe this site is a powerful energy center where visitors feel immediate peace and rejuvenation. The legends of Aramu Muru are as fascinating as the site itself. One enduring tale dates back to the Spanish conquest of the Inca Empire. The story goes on to the point that a priest named Aramu Muru, who served at the Monastery of the Seven Rays, foresaw the invasion. He fled to the Lake Titicaca region with the artifact to protect the sacred golden sun disk of the Incas. There he reached the mysterious door, used the sun disk as a key, opened the portal, and disappeared behind it, never to be seen again. Arsonist caught in the act. In southern Italy, police believe they've caught a serial arsonist with the help of a drone. Since early July 2023, the Calabria region has been plagued by devastating wildfires. The breakthrough came when local law enforcement used a high-resolution camera drone with thermal imaging. The drone detected a thermal anomaly, a figure on a motorcycle fleeing a nascent fire through a remote field. In a video released by police, the suspect can be seen throwing stones at the drone. The drone operator tracked the man to an isolated farmhouse, where police arrested the 47-year-old local resident who has a history of petty crimes. The fire devastated approximately 5 acres of land, including grassland and woodland. Regional Governor Roberto Ocuto criticized the suspect's actions and announced that the region had 30 drones to monitor wildfires and promised zero tolerance for arsonists. Wildfires raged throughout the Mediterranean that summer, fueled by record-high temperatures and strong winds. In Italy, the fires have caused extensive damage to the agricultural sector, destroying thousands of acres of olive groves and other crops, and temporarily shutting down significant airports in Sicily. Before we continue the video, let's have our subscribers pick for today. On your screen, you'll see an astonishing image of Australian F11s being buried. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Drones have discovered other chilling landfills that no one was supposed to see, like the world's largest plane graveyard. This massive site in the Arizona desert holds over 4,400 aircraft. From substantial cargo planes and bombers to Hercules freighters, A-10 Thunderbolts, and F-14 Tomcats made famous in Top Gun, this site is a treasure trove of aviation history. What do you think of the world's largest plane graveyard? Have you ever seen something similar? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. The South Carolina flood. In October 2015, South Carolina experienced devastating floods, particularly affecting Moncks Corner, about 45 miles north of Charleston. Drone footage provided a unique aerial perspective, capturing the extensive damage that ground views couldn't show. The extreme weather was caused by a storm that swept across North America. This weather event resulted in historic rainfall, with widespread amounts of 15 to 20 inches and localized amounts exceeding 25 inches, primarily in the Charleston Tri-County area. The heavy rain led to flash flooding, severely damaging numerous properties and roads. Many residents needed to be rescued by emergency personnel. High tides due to a recent peregrine spring tide and persistent onshore winds worsened the coastal flooding, especially in downtown Charleston. The storm began as a cold front on September 29, 2015. By October 2nd, it had stalled over the Florida-Georgia border, colliding with moisture from Hurricane Joaquin. This collision intensified the storm's impact, leading to severe rainfall over South Carolina. The aftermath of the flooding was severe. Roads and bridges were washed out, disrupting transportation and isolating communities. The state's infrastructure suffered significant damage, with estimates reaching billions for repairs and rebuilding efforts. Thousands of homes were damaged or destroyed, leaving many people displaced. Extreme winter waves. The town of Hamburg in Erie County, New York, was struck by a remarkable phenomenon today. Thick layers of ice-covered homes in the Hoover Beach neighborhood captured the entire scene on camera. Residents found themselves in a winter wonderland, albeit as their homes were coated in ice, with windows and doors disappearing under the icy sheath. Some homes were darkened entirely due to the ice thickness along Lake Erie's shores. In some houses, the encasement was so severe that ice up to 3 feet thick developed. When seen from above via a drone's perspective, this natural spectacle provided a glimpse into the breathtakingly strange alteration brought about by the harsh winter circumstances, exhibiting a reality. Lost dogs on the cliff. A drone team saved a dog that fell 100 feet down a cliff. After ground searches failed, the Darby Mountain Rescue Team used a DJI M30T drone to find the dog. Figgy, a Sprocket Spaniel, fell off a path near Thor's Cave in the Peak District. Her owner, Kaylee Williams, was with her when she fell around 6 a.m. on Wednesday. Ground crews couldn't find Figgy, so the drone team was called in. The drone's thermal camera spotted Figgy's body heat, and the zoom camera confirmed it was her. The laser rangefinder gave precise GPS coordinates, which helped the rescuers reach her. Team members then abseiled down to rescue Figgy. Kaylee described the rescue as an unbelievable moment. Brendan O'Neill, the drone lead for the rescue team, said the drone was crucial in finding Figgy. The team had searched around Thor's Cave and descended on ropes but found nothing. The pinpoint feature of the drone was used to mark Figgy's location, allowing the team to navigate the tricky terrain. The drone was returned to land, fresh batteries were swapped, and the team used the saved pinpoint to guide the rescuers. After the rescue, Figgy received lots of cuddles. She had broken ribs but is now safe at home. The operation took about 5 hours and ended in the afternoon. All Darby Mountain Rescue Team members are volunteers, and the team relies on donations to stay operational and buy equipment. Finding Anthony. A 3-year-old boy with autism was found safe 3 days after going missing from his family's rural property in Australia. The boy, Anthony A.J. Elfalak, was discovered drinking water from the stream in a creek. Hundreds of people had been searching for A.J., who is nonverbal and autistic, since his disappearance from the family's remote home near Putty, north of Sydney. On Monday morning, police in a helicopter spotted him sitting in shallow water, less than 500 meters from his house. AJ's father, Anthony Elfalak, reported that his son had some ant bites, diaper rash, and minor abrasions. Despite these issues, AJ's parents were overjoyed to be reunited with him. His father described the reunion as a miracle, noting how AJ immediately clung to his mother and fell asleep upon hearing her voice. AJ was in surprisingly good condition and was taken to the hospital for observation. The area where he was found had been searched previously, and police believe he remained in the woods throughout the search. During the night, temperatures in the rugged woodland dropped to around 6 degrees Celsius. When rescuers found him, AJ was drinking water from his hands, which was crucial for survival. A state emergency service officer recalled AJ greeting him with a big smile. The paramedic who examined AJ, Jerry Pike, described him as a little survivor and noted how grateful AJ appeared. After being taken to the ambulance, AJ ate several slices of pizza and a banana, indicating that he was recovering well. Unfinished skyscraper in Thailand. This breathtaking drone footage will make you yearn for your own drone. It captures the Sathorn Unique Tower in Bangkok, Thailand, often called the Ghost Tower. Originally intended as a 47-story luxury condominium with 600 units, the Sathorn Unique was designed by Rangsan Torsuan, a well-known architect and real estate developer. However, in 1993, Rangsan's involvement in a controversial legal case in which he was accused of plotting to murder the president of the Supreme Court led to significant delays. Although Rangsan was acquitted in 2010, the scandal disrupted financial support for the project, leading to further setbacks. The situation worsened with the 1997 Asian financial crisis, which caused a collapse in Bangkok's real estate market. The finance companies backing the project went bankrupt, halting construction and leaving over 300 high-rise projects unfinished. Despite being 80% complete, the tower has remained untouched for over 2 decades. Inside, you'll find a maze of empty halls, graffiti-covered walls, and decaying staircases, capturing a moment frozen in time. Although access is restricted, the tower continues to attract drone photographers. While there have been occasional redevelopment proposals, such as turning it into a luxury hotel, the future of the Sathorn Unique Tower remains uncertain. Its fate is still up in the air. Thanks for watching. See you in the following video.